My listeners today are Rochelle and Lance. The intricate designs of intertwined strands of hair that people wear every day are known as braids. What are braids? Well, according to Dixon's Hair Braiding, Working the Boundaries of Methodology and Globalization research, braids have been around for thousands of years. They can be traced all the way back to Egypt in 3500 BC and medieval Europe. Many cultures have different purposes for braids. Genesis's A Brief History of Braids, More Than Just a Hairstyle, provides examples of these purposes, which include social status, tribal identification, good luck, wealth, and even escape routes for slaves. Over the past thousands of years, braiding methods haven't evolved much, but people have found many ways to accessorize them. Today, the basic braid is traditionally learned in just 3 simple steps: sectioning the hair, plaiting the hair, and tying the hair together. The first step of a simple braid is sectioning the hair. Before sections are formed, the client or self's hair must be brushed through thoroughly to ensure convenience for the braider. A basic braid can be done on almost anyone with hair, but the ideal hair length to complete is anything past shoulder length. A braid can be completed on either wet or dry hair, depending on preference. All of the hair that is going to be included in the braid must be gathered at the back of the head. Once the hair is gathered, it must be sectioned into 3 even strands using either a comb or hands. This step is essential to maximizing the length of the braid. Using both hands, place each strand in between 2 fingers. One hand should be holding 2 strands, while the other hand is holding 1. Once the hair is sectioned into 3 even strands and placed between fingers, the plaiting process may begin. Plaiting is a process where you form the shape of a basic braid by forming the hair into plaits. The plaits are formed using 3 strands of hair that were sectioned in the first step. Using these sections, take the fingers that are holding the outside strand, and it doesn't matter which outside strand, along with the fingers that are holding the middle strand. Exchange the 2 strands with the fingers that are holding them. During the exchange, the outside strand overlaps the middle one and they switch places with each other. Now, what was once the outside strand is the middle one and vice versa. Next, take the strand on the other side, which wasn't involved in the first exchange, and overlap it with the new middle strand. While overlapping the strands, exchange them between fingers as well. Once the exchange has been completed, the first plait has been formed. Continue to repeat this process until the end of the hair is reached. Hold on tightly to the end of the braid by pinching it in between 2 fingers. Now that the hair is sectioned into 3 even strands and plaited, the final step is to tie the hair together. How can a braid last all day long and maybe even all week long? Using the power of a hair tie will create a long-lasting hairdo. There are several different hair ties which can be used to hold the ends of braids together. Some common and affordable hair ties include hair coils, ponytails, elastics, rubber bands, ribbons, and scrunchies. The hair tie can be selected based off of how thick the hair is being braided, attractiveness, and accessibility. Often, hair that is more thick calls for a stronger hair tie like ponytails, whereas hair that is thinner can stay in using ribbons, scrunchies, elastics, etc. Hold the hair tie of choice in one hand while still pinching the ends of the braid together in the other. Place the ends of the hair into the center of the hair tie. Next, create a figure 8 with the hair tie by stretching it, then twisting it. Wrap the other end of the figure 8 around the hair to section it. Continue this process until the hair tie cannot be stretched anymore. Now the basic braid is complete. The purpose of this is to be able to complete a basic braid on oneself or other in just 3 simple steps, which are sectioning the hair, plaiting the hair, and tying the hair together. It's important to know this because of the relevance of braiding in many cultures and the rich history of braids. And here is my audience again. And thank you for listening.